Hello guys and welcome to Creative Arts Academy. In this video, we'll be looking at how we can create a simple sign-in page. We'll be replicating Google's sign-in page. So quickly, let's start. First, we'll be starting with our HTML. So first of all, we have our div. We'll be putting everything inside the div, all our elements inside the div, and this div will give it a class container. So first thing we have is the form. Yeah, it's actually a form. So under the form, first thing we have is our image, and I already have this Google logo here, and for this I'll put Google. So after that comes our header. So we're using H3, or let's use here H3, and we'll have their sign in. So next thing we have is H4, and the right up there is use your Google account. Use your Google account, and then comes our input. For the inputs, yeah, that is for tests. So the name should be username, and the ID, let's put an ID username too. So we'll give it a placeholder username, and what comes next is an input for password. So for password, the name should be password, ID should be password, and we'll also give it a placeholder password. So lastly, we have our button. Our button should be sign in. So the button to click to sign in, and we are primarily done with our HTML. So let's head over to our CSS to style this. We apply the universal CSS. So the universal CSS, and we have the margin 0, padding should be also 0, and box sizing should be border box, and we are done with this. So let's preview what we've written. So this is what we have. Because of the size of this image, the Google logo, that's why you are seeing this way. So by the time we reduce the size, it will no longer be like that. So there is something I just record now. All these elements from this div, let's cut it and put it in a center tag so they can stay in the center, and we adjust this. So we are good. Now let's head back to our CSS and continue our styling. The next thing is our div. So for the div, border should be 1 px, 1 px solid, let's say gray, and let's leave the div for now. Next we work on is our image, the size of the logo. So for the image, let's give it a height. Let's make it 200 px. Okay, so this will be all for our image for now. Next is our input. Now let's apply a break tag. If you notice, we need to apply a break tag for this input, to take shape. So first of all, we come to the first input and apply a break tag, and the second input too, we apply a break tag. So let's preview what we have. Okay, this is good now. So we apply another break tag to create that space in between them and these two. Yeah. So we also apply a break tag to this, to the H3, and we apply a break tag to the H4, and we have this. Now let's proceed with our styling. So for our H3, we have the signing. So let's work on the font. So the font family, let's say sans serif, and font size. So we might as well set for 40, and practically we are done with H3 for now. Let's work on H4, and our H4 is the use your Google account. So it's not meant to be too big. First of all, the font family should also be sans serif, and the font size, let's see, 20 px. Okay, 20 px is good. Let's go with this 20 px, and we are practically done with this for now. So working for the input, we have the height. We might as well settle for 60. So this 60 looks a bit good. And for the width, let's look at 400 px. So this 400 px looks quite okay. And next thing is the border. So for the border, we have 1 px. 1 px solid blue. So I don't like this shade of blue, and let's make this 2 px solid, 2 px. And for this blue, let's change the shade of blue. Let's go with this. Okay, this is perfect now. This is perfect. And let's apply a border radius. So we have the border radius of 5 pixels. So border radius 5 pixels, and we have the padding. Padding should be 10 pixels. So whatever you're doing, ensure you are previewing your work. Ensure you are previewing your work. And we are done with this input for now. Let's work on the button. So for the button, we have the width. We'll just use 80 px, and the height. The height should be 30 px. Yes, so this is good. And the background color should be the same color we use here, and the color should be white. Color should be white. We'll give it a border radius of 5 px, and the border should be 1 px transparent. So we have this. Now looking at this, we are not done. Let's work on this div, which is this container now holding this form, holding that form. So you come back to the div, we'll give it a width. The width should be 500 px. Let's preview that. Okay. And the height, for the height we can give it 1000 px. So this is practically what we have and what we've been able to build. I guess it looks simple, easy. If you follow the steps, it is very simple and easy. But we are not done yet. This div will give it a border radius. So the border radius should be 5 px. Okay, now it looks more good and better. So this is typically how we've been able to replicate Google sign in. How to build that? This is actually a sign in page, and we try replicating Google sign in. Now we are not still done yet. If you notice, a typical Google sign in page usually have this sign in button at the right here. So how do we move this from here to this right hand side? So let's head over to our CSS, and first of all we'll introduce the float. So for the float, we'll choose right. Now if we choose right for float, look how to happen. The sign has moved to the right, but it is touching this our container, this our div. So what can I do to bring it to the same line as this um input? So what I'll do is to come here and use the margin right. So margin right, and I'll say 50 px. So let's look at what we have. Now you can see that it has moved to this point, and this is exactly how Google sign in looks like. So practically we are done with this. So if you enjoyed the video, enjoy, subscribe, like, and if you have any question, leave it in the comment section.